I think I crossed a small line today. Not a bad one, but one I can't really go back from. I told a colleague something about me that I don't usually tell people. And now I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't regret it, but I also don't feel completely settled about it. I didn't plan to share this today. It just happened in a conversation. It's strange how you can trust someone and still feel a little bit uneasy after being honest with them. Today, I told someone at work about my struggles with social situations. We have been working together for 4 years, and during that time, we became friends. And today, there was an opening in a conversation where it seemed natural to mention my struggles, and I just did. I didn't think about it in that moment. It just felt natural to say it. But now I'm home and it's been a few hours and it's starting to feel kind of weird. I trust him and I trust that he's not going to do anything weird with that information and that he's not going to tell anyone. And nothing bad happened. He didn't react in a bad way. We just talked a little about it. I shared some of my struggles, more than I've ever shared with anyone before. And then we just moved on. The rest of the conversation was like always. There wasn't awkwardness, there wasn't weird pauses or anything. I didn't even really think about it the rest of the day. But I have been home for a few hours now, and it keeps rolling around in my head. I don't regret telling him, but I also don't feel easy with the thought that I did tell him. There's just a feeling underneath all of it that I can't quite pinpoint. Going to work isn't really easy for me. I do struggle a lot with social interactions, and work is just one big social interaction. So going to work always takes a lot of energy from me. And over the last 4 years that I worked in this job, he became my only friend at work. He's the only person where all of those worries I have in social situations are just quiet. They don't impact me as much as when I interact with other people. So for me, working with him just feels safe. Working with all the other people just creates chaos in my head. But when I work with him, my head becomes quiet. And the longer I sit with this, the more worries are kind of surfacing. So now that I told him that I struggle, I'm starting to worry how that might impact our friendship and our interactions. Even though he reacted completely normal, I worry that just by knowing about my struggles, he will now see me differently, or that we subconsciously interact differently with each other. Not just him, also me, because now I know that he knows, so maybe I will be different around him, even though I don't intend to. And I just worry that my safe space and the one person I really enjoy working with is gonna disappear because I told him. It could also mean a positive thing, because now that he knows, I can be more open about the days where I struggle, and I don't have to hide as much. I might be able to give him a subtle hint when something happens that just gives me more anxiety than usual. It could also mean that nothing changes, that it's just a fact that he now knows, and that's it, and we continue as usual. There are basically three options. Either we subconsciously get awkward with each other, or nothing happens, or it becomes a positive thing because it will make the hard days a little bit easier for me. But since I don't know what it means, I do have the urge to kind of fix it. I do want to go in and explain myself some more and ask him if he feels different now. But at the same time, doing that could be exactly the action that makes it awkward in the future. So I'm at a loss right now on what to do. But since it only happened today, I think the best course of action is to just let it settle, because this is unprecedented for me. I never felt safe enough to tell anyone about this except for my family. And the fact that I did feel safe enough to tell someone is a huge thing. But I didn't expect it to also be so stressful. Maybe it's not even about him. Maybe it's just the feeling that someone is now able to see me the way I really am, and not just the mask I usually put on in social situations. It just feels strange that being honest in a safe environment can still make me spiral this much, that now I feel a little bit unsafe. But at the same time, I also feel a little relieved. I'm very interested to see how this will resolve itself.